Alright, buckle up, because I'm about to share the details of the tumultuous journey I've been on. Like hasn't exactly been a walk in the park for me in recent years. It all began when I married Bruce, the man I thought was the love of my life. Little did I know that his family would turn out to be a nightmare I never anticipated. At first, Christine Steyer's Anna, my mother-in-law, seemed like a sweet lady, but I couldn't have been more wrong. And behind that fake smile lurked a dark side that could rival the intensity of any hard metal song, making it seem like a lullaby. And let's not even start on Walter, my father-in-law, your classic creepy old man. His constant side-eye and inappropriate comments made me feel like I was living in a twisted episode of a reality show gone wrong. The breaking point occurred shortly after marrying Bruce, when Walter, fueled by liquid courage and a twisted sense of entitlement, made a disgusting and inappropriate advance towards me. Shocked, disgusted, and outraged, I mustered the courage to confide in Bruce and Anna, expecting their support. However, they didn't have my back. Instead, they gaslit me, brushed it off, and labeled me a some attention-seeking drama queen. But the audacity, right? Look, for anyone who's been in my shoes, it's painfully hurtful not to be believed, and it's even worse when it's your own family. Some may wonder, why didn't I leave? Honestly, I've been grappling with that question myself. Unfortunately, I stayed, and that turned out to be a colossal mistake. But from that moment on, the trust between Bruce and me shattered into 1,000 pieces. He argued incessantly, each disagreement pushing us closer to the brink of divorce. But it was disheartening to realize that my husband wouldn't stand up for me or believe the truth I was desperately trying to convey. Though the arguing lessened over the years, the underlying tension in our household persisted as we never officially addressed the issues. Due to what I disclosed to Anna and Bruce that day, and their unwillingness to believe me, I found myself excluded from many family gatherings and events. It was sickening to witness Walter getting away with everything while I became the outcast. As my initial sadness and frustration transformed into purebred anger, and I began plotting my revenge. Allow me to share that retribution is most satisfying when served with a calculated coolness. I possessed the finesse to maintain an icy composure. I resolved not to allow these individuals to dismantle my spirit. Now, pay attention, because the narrative is about to take an intriguing turn. Ere I once, Melissa ensnared in the stifling trap of dysfunction. Divorce seemed to be the sole escape route. But let's face it, I was a simple housewife lacking prestigious degrees or a substantial bank balance. Walking away from Bruce would mean departing with nearly nothing. I aspired for more than just alimony. I refused to let those cunning manipulators triumph with a mere divorce. My mind raced as I contemplated a strategy to retaliate, to demonstrate that I was not a helpless damsel awaiting rescue. I aimed to reveal the authenticity of my plight. However, each idea that crossed my mind seemed too ordinary, too predictable. I feel I yearned for something grand, Something that would make them rue the day they doubted and discarded me. Bruce's phone became the key unlocking their secrets. Just aware of his penchant for safeguarding information in that little device. I seized the opportunity one night while he slumbered like a hibernating bear. Infuriate with fight, I placed his fingerprint on the phone's sensor, unlocking it seamlessly. In an instant, I gained access to a treasure trove of information. He delved into his texts, emails, and digital footprints, scouring for any evidence that could serve as my ticket to vengeance. And lo and behold, nestled amidst mundane daily exchanges were conversations between Bruce and my mother-in-law. The content sent shivers down my spine. They were scheming to move Anna and Walter into our home. I was incensed. How dare they? That's the reason behind this audacious plan. They wished to be closer to Bruce and me, mending a relationship long fractured. Allow me to share a revelation. I could discern the deception from miles away, wondering how I knew. It turns out that it was the despicable, dusty, and musty Walter who initiated the idea. That slimy individual believed enough time had elapsed, and no one would believe me once again as he embarked on his second offense. He's unquestionably a canine, and despite my initial fury, you all need to understand that I'm not one to lose my composure without reason. Realizing the potential advantage in this situation, I chose not to reveal that I had gained the upper hand. I kept this information to myself and began plotting my next move. I routinely checked Bruce's phone, staying updated on the plans for Anna and Walter to move in. The approaching days revealed through the texts also unveiled Bruce's intention to spring this news on me, the audacity. Nevertheless, it didn't matter because I had devised a plan. The next day when I got home from work, he was taken aback by the tranquil and inviting atmosphere since we typically did our own thing upon his arrival. Hey babe, welcome home. I've been planning a little surprise for you. Come in, take a load off, and soak up this cozy atmosphere. Wow, babe, what's all this? I'm scared. Scared of what? Babe, I'm doing something nice for you. Well, I guess I'm just surprised is all. Babe, don't be like that. I did all of this for you. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Wow, you've outdone yourself, baby. It feels like I just stepped into a romantic movie scene. Well, you've been working your butt off, and I wanted to spoil you a bit. You deserve it, my hardworking man. Oh, thanks, babe. You always know how to make me feel special. So what's the treat? I'm all ears. I'm going to give you the most relaxing foot massage ever. Get some special oils lined up to work their magic on those tired feet of yours. You know me so well, baby. Your foot massage sounds heavenly right now. Of course, my dear. Let me work my magic and make you feel like a king. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the royal treatment. He complied, feeling princely and regal as he sat down. I knew the time had come to initiate my attack. I began washing his feet intentionally, massaging them slowly and soothingly, eliciting appreciative groans from him. You know, Bruce, I've always admired your confidence and intelligence. Sometimes I feel like I can't keep up with all those smart people things. Oh, come on, baby. You're plenty smart. Don't sell yourself short. But I mean, you didn't even finish college. Exactly. Sometimes I feel like I'm no good at anything. That's okay, baby. You've got me to lean on. Yes, babe. You're so reliable, kind, and smart. I consider myself quite intelligent, don't I? You, my smart Pookie, are treating me exceptionally well. I'm truly grateful to be married to such a smart, strong, and handsome man. You always take care of me, babe, just doing your job, and you excel at it. I swear no one else could do what you do. I've been attempting to sign a document for a while now, and I'm a bit confused. Can you help me as you bask in the glory? I'm showering you with my request. Seems like the icing on the cake. You're so confident. Sure, babe, anything you need. I don't mind lending my expertise to anyone who needs it. So next to you, there's a document, and there are so many lines for me to sign. What's the issue, you ask? Well, because I haven't written in a long time. My handwriting is awful. I'm scared. I'm going to mess up the paper. Don't be silly. Melissa, plus all signatures look a bit messy, but I like your signature. Exudes class and elegance. People will take me seriously when they see your lovely signature. It looks very well educated. Does it? Please sign it for me, baby. All right. I'll sign it for you. Great, just sign on all the dotted lines, please. Yeah. I know how it works, babe. I'm the one who went to college. Imba. I swallowed my pride because I was about to throw dirty water in his face. However, I was on a mission, anxious and depending on his relaxed state. I hoped he would casually sign it without reading it. If he started reading it, I'd be in trouble. Luckily, my prediction came true with an air of boasting. He casually and lazily signed the document, sealing his fate. I strategically positioned Bruce exactly where I desired, completely at ease and under my influence, oblivious to the impending revelation. He peacefully slept into dreamland, accompanied by the echoes of his snores. This was my cue to delve once more into the depths of his phone. To my satisfaction, I stumbled upon a significant revelation. The conversation between Bruce and Walter, the catalyst for the forthcoming upheaval in the dialogue. The audacity of his words left me incredulous. The text read, "Hey, Bruce. I've been missing Melissa so much. I want to fix things between us. I can't wait to move in." Yeah. Attention. I'm sure she'll be excited once I announce the news, but you guys were meant to move in earlier. How long until you come to this side? Walter's response revealed their deliberate delay, citing house extermination and fumigation as the reason for the postponement. Such a surge of repulsion and betrayal overwhelmed me. Walter's sinister motives were laid bare, and Bruce remained blissfully ignorant. It appeared that everyone had conspired to withhold information from me, preparing to blindside me. Undeterred, I formulated my game plan, fueled by a sly grin as I secured those crucial signed documents in a discreet location. That golden ticket to Retaliation. The evening continued with a facade of affection and indulgence towards Bruce. Irony loomed as I pampered him, concealing the brewing storm within. Little did he know, a rude awakening awaited him when my unsuspecting in-laws, Mommy and Daddy Dearest, would make their surprise visit. The anticipation built over a month finally reached its climax as my in-laws were set to arrive. Unfazed, I maintained an Oscar-worthy act of innocence. Bruce, blissfully ignorant, was eagerly anticipating the unfolding events as lunchtime approached. So did the arrival of my in-laws following Bruce's instruction. I opened the door to find Anna beaming with delight and Walter standing behind her, licking his lips with anticipation. A U-Haul parked in the driveway. The moment of revenge had arrived, and the tables were about to turn. Hey there, it's been a while. You both look great, as always. So what brings you two here? As Bruce emerged from behind me, the surprise unfolded. His parents wanted to move in with us temporarily. I played my part, expressing surprise and excitement at the appropriate moments. Everyone seemed pleased as we welcomed the couple inside. Rachel introduced a while. I unleashed the words I had held back for years. Do you think you can just waltz in here acting like you own the place? Who said I wanted you here? Silence followed, broken by Walter's attempt to hush me, but I refused to stay silent any longer. El Bras, Bruce, I won't shut up. I've held back for too long. You, I pointed at Walter, remember what you tried to do to me years ago. Tell the truth now. Walter dismissed it as lies, claiming I was delusional. Apologies were offered for my behavior, and I was told to go back to the kitchen, where I suppose it belonged. Until I wasn't having it. We came here to make peace, but you're too stupid and selfish to realize that. Released. Before you're paying for this fool, to get a degree, maybe she'll learn some sense during her course. You both think you're so smart with your degrees and fancy lives. I may not have been raised like you. My English isn't perfect, but I'm talented, business savvy, a hard worker, bilingual, and I look good, something your husband appreciates. The tension escalated, and a mysterious Plan B was mentioned. It turned out Plan B was to kick me out of the house if I acted out. I confronted Bruce about it, questioning if speaking the truth was considered acting out. That's in moments of extreme emotional turbulence, such as the current state of chaos, I must insist on a necessary course of action. It is essential for you to temporarily relocate until you can regain composure and cease exhibiting erratic behavior incessantly. Your actions have reached a level of intensity that demands this intervention. If you believe the present situation to be unbearable, brace yourself, for the true extent of unpredictability is yet to unfold, contrary to your expectations. If you believe the present situation to be unconventional, brace yourself for the true extent of unpredictability that is yet to unfold, contrary to your expectations. It is you who will be compelled to vacate the premises permanently. I have executed the transfer of property ownership through legally binding documents, akin to those previously endorsed by Bruce a month ago. Particulars not only denote my ownership of the residence, but encompass all its contents. Versus the elaborate contractual conditions I orchestrated necessitated Bruce's repeated signatures, ensuring his explicit acknowledgement of the proceedings. Even though he was not fully informed, my explanation of this to my spouse and in-laws was met with understandable anger, replete with insults and threats of legal action. Attempting to pursue legal action against me would prove futile. Bruce, were you under duress while signing those documents? I did not sign anything. Such claims are baseless. The visit to the authorities would only expose the lack of credibility in your accusations. As in a moment of realization, my family expressed regret for their disbelief and sought to involve law enforcement. This revelation highlighted their oversight during a seemingly innocuous foot massage session, despite their educational backgrounds. A failure to scrutinize what they were signing resulted in this predicament. This house stands as retribution for years of disbelief and deliberate attempts to undermine my self-worth. As I proceed with divorcing Bruce, rest assured that the court will be the setting for our resolution. It is time for all of you to vacate my property immediately. The shock resonating in the room is palpable, undoubtedly stemming from disbelief that someone of my perceived simplicity could orchestrate such a cunning plan. Society may cast judgment for my appropriation of this residence, but it matters little to me. This act serves as my reparation for the countless instances in which they diminished my worth. In retrospect, perhaps I should have claimed more than just the house. Bruce's self-esteem suffered a blow. Walter appeared too shocked to articulate a response, and Anna was visibly frustrated, struggling to find the right words to express herself. But despite her desire to speak up, she realized she couldn't say anything. They were all deceived. I promptly expelled all those individuals, asserting that I had grown tired of enduring their mistreatment, their manipulation, and their lies. I refused to remain a victim in their lives. Shortly after making this decision, news started circulating rapidly. It turns out Walter, that deceitful snake, was caught attempting to engage with an underage girl. Can you believe it? But now he's facing significant time in prison. Thankfully, someone was finally able to bring him to justice. I suppose he finally got the consequences he deserved. But Anna, may she find solace, has at last awakened from her illusions, confronting the harsh reality of her beloved son's actions. However, I cannot spare time for her belated sympathy. She averted her gaze for far too long, and her empathy now arrives too little, too late. As for Bruce, the conceited fool, his ego suffered a humbling defeat beyond imagination. He lacked the courage to contest the house legally, preoccupied with nursing his wounds and wallowing in embarrassment for being deceived by his less educated wife. Tough luck, my friend. The victories are all mine, and he's left with nothing but remorse. Life is truly flourishing for me now. I'm reaping the benefits of sweet alimony and luxuriating in the opulence of a beautiful home once tainted by its toxicity. I relish this newfound freedom. It tastes incredibly sweet. The world is my oyster, and I intend to seize it by the pearls. Before conquering the world, however, I have one dream to pursue. I'm determined to establish my hair salon as a haven where beauty intersects with empowerment. Kitchen will stand as a testament to my strength and resilience, showcasing how I transcended the chaos from a mere housewife to a formidable entrepreneur. I am the architect of my destiny. So let's raise a glass to the underdogs who triumphed, celebrating the power of resilience and the ability to live life on our terms. The accepted Stark. I embark on my next adventure, exploring the world with a soul ablaze and a heart brimming with gratitude. This is my story, and I am the fearless queen who vanquished the demons of a toxic past.